Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host, Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, we are going to be playing some American Truck Simulator tonight, not Euro Truck Simulator. Oops, I gotta make sure I got it all set up correctly. I did not have the scaler turned on yet. Alright, so we're going to be playing American Truck Simulator and not Euro Truck Simulator. The Happy Halloween event, I need to finish that so that I can unlock the skins and junk from it. So what the Happy Halloween event is that World of Trucks, which is an online website, this sets up events and gives away items for doing deliveries and stuff. So overall, all the people playing have to get 1.3 million deliveries of Halloween treats from any city. They didn't put in here, but it has to be 200 miles usually, somewhere around there. So I always just go for over that so it registers them. But other than that, it doesn't say there's any other requirements. It does have to be Halloween treats. So I already grabbed a load though. I just haven't picked it up yet. I'm actually like right outside the place getting ready to pick it up. And I realized, I should probably just record this because what's the difference between this and the other ETS? So I do have to turn off the automatic. I don't know why that was on, to be honest. I don't normally play automatic, so that's a little weird. But yeah, so let's get on the road. I'm a little confused. I don't have any add-ons, and there's a Walmart. And I don't think there's Walmarts in the game because of copyright infringement and shit. So usually add-ons add that. Okay, something is going on with my VR cable today, and it is bugging the hell out of me. It keeps ending up behind my head, and it's driving me nuts. I'm gonna try and use the headphones to hold it up front here, maybe. I don't normally have this issue. Okay, that's definitely better already. Okay. Don't know why it's an issue today, and it normally isn't, but whatever. I was moving stuff around, trying new thing. I had a camera behind me, trying a green screen in front of me. I don't know. I just can't seem to set it all up to where I like it. I think I'm over too far. Yeah, it didn't hook. Just need to shimmy over here. And then ram it in. So now it should have latched. No? Am I too low or something? Sometimes that happens. Or too high. No, it's just like not latching. Look at the outline of the trailer. It's not actually under it. I wonder if it doesn't even know where the trailer is. Can I ram it in there? It moved the trailer back to do that. What happens if I hit trailer? So it never even registered that it hit. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a glitch or if that's normal, like the way it is now. Because they did update the game. Usually it would like grab it and let you then latch and put all the legs up. Now it just doesn't even tell you, apparently. Trying to get the sound at a proper level here where it's not deafening me. So American Truck Sim is a 120 scale, just like Euro Truck Sim. The map that we normally play on, Grand Utopia, is a 1-to-1 scale, so that one's supposed to be more realistically scaled, as to where this is more condensed. Everything's really small. So like right now it says, I was trying to see, I don't have the thingy apparently up top to tell me. So it says it's supposed to be a 5-hour trip. It's not actually 5 hours, it's going to be 15 minutes. So usually it's about 3, almost 4 minutes per hour. So in real life, 3 to 4 minutes, 1 hour in the game. Is even the time scales, which I never fully understood. Like, I don't know why. I guess, yeah, make it seem like it actually takes an entire day type thing to drive across a couple states. I guess that kind of makes sense, but oh shit, I gotta get over. Looks like there's a road construction in the road. Yeah, this I don't really have a good save game for American Truck Sim, like one that I've actually played normally. Most of them are I play online or something, and I don't really try to grow it or anything. I usually just cheat, get a bunch of money, build trucks, and cruise in American Truck Sim. And Euro Truck Sim, I just feel like it actually has more content to enjoy. I don't know if it's just the American Truck Sim looks too much like home, so I'm already used to it and not entertained by it as much. I was gonna say that everyone's waiting for the gate, and the gate didn't go down. Hey there, buddy. Looks like a metro train, so it'll be quick. I mean, I guess that doesn't really correlate the same in the game, because I think all the trains move at the same speed and the same length, essentially. And like Euro Truck Sim, they definitely don't. I don't know that I've ever really come across a train in Euro Truck Sim. Now that I'm thinking about it, like the trolley things I see every now and then, but not trains as much. So I don't even know what their freight trains look like over there at all. I have no clue. Here we have stupid long freight trains, and if they're coming out of the yard, which being near Chicagoland, majority of them are coming out of a yard somewhere or going into a yard somewhere. So they usually tend to move quite a bit slower for safety reasons, obviously, but they can have 100+ cars on them, be multiple miles long, and they can block train tracks for hours without without any warnings. You're driving to work, and actually there was one that always got me on the way to work before. Every single day, if I did not make it past these train tracks by 8 o'clock, most likely I was going to be stuck there for an hour. The tracks themselves led directly into a yard, like right on the other side of the road. There's no other good way to get around them. so I was forced to go that way to get to work every single day. And so if I had a late start, like I wasn't even running late, it was just that I started later at work, I might as well just go in early because I was going to sit at the train. So it's kind of dumb.
Keep right.
But the metro trains, those are passenger trains, and
Exit right.
although they do stop quite frequently, they're not as heavy, so they get back up to speed pretty quick. And most of the time, at least out here, yeah, even in the city, most of the time they're hauling ass. Like out here by me, they're usually doing about 70 miles per hour because I'm in rural, so there's not a whole lot of residential that they got to worry about. You know, kids being around train tracks and stupid shit and cars. But when you get into the city, I want to say the speed limit in the city is like 35 or 45 or something for the trains. So they don't go all that fast, but because they're not hauling so much, a lot of the times they usually actually do that 35, 45 as to where the freight trains are lucky to get up to even 20 a lot of the times in the city. It just takes them so long to get up to speed, and construction's messing with me. Every time they even get close to the speed, they end up having to slow back down again and shit. And I don't know. I kind of feel like it would be the same in most countries, if not worse, just because of. Well, actually, I know our train systems are pretty outdated, and they keep failing all over the country. So I would assume Europe's are probably even more outdated and old, since Europe was around longer than America. Well, around longer, discovered by modern civilization. We'll go with that. They've all been here the same amount of time, so y'all knew what it meant. This guy's beautiful this time of day. We'll get this load done, and then I'll have to sleep. Pretty sure I have sleep turned off. No, the timer is going down, so it must be on. I don't know, is it? I'm watching it to see. It might just be saved at that specific time. See, but this is why I said America. There was a shooting star. I don't know if I could see that, but that was cool. But the reason I say the ATS, there's another shooting star in the same exact spot. The ATS is better than ETS is better than ATS. Why didn't it register that I was in gear? That was weird. Unless I was in the wrong gear. But like, look at this. There's no. I get it that the desert is bland and boring, but like, you really telling me that there's no little cities or anything to liven it up a little bit? Something more than bushes and cacti and milk, because that does look like an E and not an I. Vote 20. What? That's a digital billboard that changes? That's fucking awesome. So simple. But yet, I think that's the first one I've ever seen in the game. No, I swear I've seen it before and I've mentioned it, but is that a shooting star, or are they like fucking aliens because we're in the desert and spaceships shooting by? Like, what is going on? It became nighttime real quick. And like the other thing that sucks about both ATS and ETS not being 1-to-1 scale, look at the way these roads are set up. It's just like blah, boring, nothing, bullshit. Like the 1-to-1 maps, there's a bunch of in-between streets and like this is why I don't leave detours on. If I had a detour, let's say even right here, that forced me to go this way, look at that shit. It would fucking detour me an hour in in real life and like 5 hours in the game. And I'm sorry, but like, yeah, that happens sometimes, but no, there's gotta be more in between streets. And the even more fucked up part is like all these little ones and even some of these bigger cities are add-ons. Like I do actually have some add-ons on, just not a ton, and they're all just a map, like to add cities. Oh, I bet you. I wonder if that city was actually in the normal game, and that's why Walmart's there. Maybe that's a mod city. It's like I don't have any of the real company's mods or anything like that. The game was giving me issues after the update, so I just kept it simple and went with um, the 3 American city mods from the same creator that made Grand Utopia. He has 3, I think it's Colorado, Idaho, and Washington. Those 3 add a bunch of cities within those states. And honestly, I like Colorado's, the mountains and stuff like that. I tend to drive through there a lot. And then uh, I also kind of joke around and play, excuse me, as if I was hauling reefers, you know, just weed and drugs and stuff. So like, Colorado makes more sense because it's legal there. So I just tend to hang around Colorado a lot in ATS. And then the other map mod that I have is, I think it's called America's Extended or something like that. And it just adds a few more cities and junk. So speed limit 75. I have the governor on, so none of the trucks will go over 65. Oh, actually, I don't have it on. World of Trucks has it on. I forgot about that. If you're doing the World of Truck deliveries, it's your speed limited, period. Doesn't matter if you have it turned on or not. So it kind of works out though, because then I don't got to worry about speeding. I can't believe this guy's going under the speed limit though. Like, what the fuck? I am doing 10 under and the AI is doing slower than me? What? Oh, I thought that was the Misfit skull. I don't know why. Not like it just is everywhere. That I'm thinking that I'm gonna see it all over the place. Is that a Chevron gas station? It does look like a Chevron, so I'm wondering if maybe that's also part of these America's Extended and crap, if it just automatically replaces gas stations and whatnot. I don't know, I haven't looked into the add-on in that much detail. And then the only other add-on I'm running is one that adds the speed to the GPS. There's a speed limit. And what else is there? Why? Oh, shit. Sorry, bud. It's like getting close to the lane. I must have the lane departure thing on. Will it kick me back into my lane? I didn't hear the beep, but it actually did push me back in. I think that's coincidence. Let's see what happens when I... So, they added a lane departure system. Oh, I got the turn signal on. It turns it off. I forgot about that. So that's actually pretty cool though, because that's actually how lane departure systems work in real life. If your turn signal's on, they won't activate. So there's the beep, and it's shoving me back into the lane and correcting it for me. Now what happens if I hit this side? Beep beep. Oh, too much. I was going too fast, I think. I like playing with these systems though. Even in real life, they're fun. And I like that they fuck over people that don't use turn signals. I swore I had it on. Do I? The actual where it forces you back in, gameplay, and lane assist mode. Yeah, lane keeping support. So you got the warning or support or just disabled altogether. So it must not push that hard. It's just a little shove, which I think that's the way it is in real life too. It's just a little nudge, and all it actually is doing is it applies the opposite front brake. So if you're starting to drift towards the right front lane, like going that way, it's gonna apply, yeah, it applies this brake, which pulls the wheels that way naturally and causes you to come back into your lane some. And part of the fun in that is the people who don't use turn signals, when they go to cross over the middle, not only does it attempt to pull them back into their lane, but it's wearing out their brakes every single time. So like they're flooring it as they're doing this, and it's applying the brakes. So they're flooring it through their brakes, and then they come in and they're like, I don't know why I only got 15,000 miles in the front brakes, but the back ones look great. Alright, so that's something else we have in America and don't really see in Europe, at least in the game, is way stations. So the green means I'm good. I don't gotta pull in. If it was red, I'd have to go in and get weighed to make sure I'm not over. It's just, they do that to keep trucking companies from abusing the roads too much. Oh, I gotta discover this city, and if I remember correctly, I think if you drive off the road, it discovers something. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I swore that if you drove off-road, maybe I gotta go off the off-ramp a little bit, that it would discover the city.
Keep left.
Nope. Sorry, bud, I'm over here swerving around like a drunk, and you're like, what are you doing? I'm just playing with the discovery system. Got the hiccups, excuse me. I guess I can just hold the gas down, can't I? Because it's not like it's gonna go over. I think it can go over from like a downhill roll, but like 10 miles per hour, I don't know if I'll be able to get that much on a downhill. Maybe. It's really steep. But I should know that that's happening, so we'll just hold it, go from there. This actually says it slows down to 65. So we are gonna follow the laws, especially considering there is a police officer on the side of the road. Wow. It's a lot more than a police officer. It's an actual accident. Ooh. I only saw the first one at first, not the second car that was all fucked up. Like, okay, okay. Cool. They give us something to gawk at. I like it. I like it. This truck's definitely got no power. I really didn't do any modifications to this thing, like, at all. I think I put a Cummins in it just for sound, but I think it's like a 375 horse, and I want to say that's like the factory power in this. Yes, semis actually don't have a whole lot of horsepower. They can, but they usually don't. It's torque that they want. So you need torque for moving stuff. It's horsepower is how fast you hit the wall. Torque is how far you move the wall when you hit it. But in the case of a semi, they're usually so damn big that all the horsepower in the world still doesn't really get them up to speed super fast. I mean, in the game, yeah, there's what, like 1,000 horsepower and 2,000. I think there's even like a 10 and a 20,000 horsepower mod for the, and that's just unrealistic. But I mean, like the 800 horse and stuff like that, it definitely makes it a lot more drivable.
Keep left.
And I think that's a lot of it, is that these guys are doing it for a living. They're doing it as a business. They need to be able to profit, and high performance engines and stuff like that consume more fuel. They cost more to maintain. They're usually less reliable because they're more high strung. You know, all the things that don't make sense for a vehicle that's got to do millions of miles a year. Like,
Get ready to turn left.
I don't know. Doesn't make sense to modify
Turn left.
the engine to that extent, at least. Oh, I'm in third. Okay. I was like, what the hell is going? So used to playing in other countries, I was about to drive on the wrong side of the road.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Scoozy. Nighttime shouldn't really last all that long, so I don't know that I'm gonna sleep to get rid of it, because it'll just come back pretty quick anyways. Although,
Get ready to turn right.
as I got around all the lighting and stuff like that, it definitely got a lot laggier. I have lighting distance turned way the hell up so that I can see lights of cities way off
Now
in the
drop
distance.
the load and go.
I do like the new lighting engine that makes all the lights actually like reflect off of the seats and stuff, and it's a lot more realistic. So looks like it's on the back side of the building, but I don't know if I should go through that way or this way. I feel like this way screams trucks go here. They need one of those signs like deliveries around back type thing. There it is, along that fence on the other side over there. Alright. I gotta turn around. Okay, so that answers that. I could've just came in the other way. So we're gonna go this way. Turn all the way around out here. Come back in. Ooh, caught the sign. Game definitely does not like something around here. Like, it is so angry right now. I'm just stopping for a second to give it a sec to catch up. I'm wondering if it's the fence, because it has a lot of detail to it, being all the little checkers and shit. And I'm super close to it, so it actually has to draw it. Normally it just does a lazy draw like that over there. There's the green. We are in. Might not be straight, but we are in. So we're gonna parking brake and drop that trailer. Hour and 29 minutes, which it actually did not take, but and then $33,600 for the load. That part really doesn't matter, as you can see. My XP and stuff and level money wise, I have 1.2 mil. I got plenty of funds. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep knocking out these Halloween loads. There's one down. 12 more to go. So till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.